Hi, welcome to Eureka Archery. My name is Anwar Matsaan and today I am at Eco Warrior Park. The reason why I'm here is that I'm building target stands. On the 19th and 20th of February this year, we'll be hosting the first Kuala Lumpur Archery League for the year 2022. Since we have been restricted by the MCO and the General Health SOP, a lot of archers, well, they weren't able to participate, and organizers weren't able to organize games for the archery community here in Malaysia. So with that in mind, we have actually bought target butts 125 cm. These are the big ones, and we are going to be building the stands using wood. We're not going to be making a tripod stand like this. We'll be making a four-legged stand, and it is based on the requirements of the game. The elevation and the angle of the board has to be done exactly right based on the specifications. So today I would like to show you how I approach this task and how you can also do it at home for cheap, easy and fast. So the kind of target we'll be using, as I mentioned earlier, is 125 cm. So we've got it here. It arrived yesterday morning, all the way from Johor, and Azam of Fletcher Archery has actually coordinated the purchase of this target butts so that we can use it for the KL Archery League happening sometimes, I would say sometimes next week actually. So we have about 1 week to really prepare the place to make sure that everything works, and today's task is to be completing 10 of these target stands, four-legged target stands, and it is quite easy to make, and let's see how you actually make it. Right, to build this you will need to have some lumber. Here I am using 4.5 centimeters wide and 2 centimeters thick, and you'll be needing 5 feet, and you need to have 4 of these, so 4 5-feet pieces. This will form the legs of the target. You will also need 2 3 feet. This will be the placeholder for the target butts, and you need this is not mistaken 4 feet. 4 feet times 2. This will be the crossbar of the target butt. So what we're going to do next is we'll be identifying where we will need to put all the markings and where to drill the holes. And for drilling the holes, I'll be using this. This is just a skill hand drill. And here I have a Bossman 10 3/8 inches drill bit. You can see there, and it has a screw right in front of the drill bit, making our job easier when we're drilling into wood. So let's lay out the markings on the wood, then we'll start drilling and assembling. So first thing is, on the 5 feet piece, you want to mark 71 centimeters. That is the position where you would have the target set. So mark 71 centimeters and you've got your first marking. Next, what I would do is, just using the wood itself, I want to make 3 lines going downwards. So once you have this 71, just make a small arrow so that you know that it's up. So using this, making sure that I have it squared, make 1 line, take another one, make 1 line. So this will be where we would put our braces, or rather our the front part of the target butt, the target stand, and then we will be screwing it here just like this, so that we will know where the front crossbar sits. Once we have that, then the short piece, the 3 feet, will be sitting on top of it, making sure that the target butt the bottom of the target bar sits exactly at 71 centimeters. Okay, so I'll be marking all of these, and after this we'll see how it look like. So after marking where 71 will be, I'll take the length or rather the width of the wood piece and make one at the bottom, and I make the markings for the drilling. So right after this we'll just drill these holes, and then we'll be cutting some bolts so that we can use it to anchor everything. Next, what we want to do is we're going to take some self-tapping screws, and we're just going to screw it, screw the crossbar on the legs of the target. So try to get it down the middle. I'm just eyeballing it. Okay, that's one, and have another one. Done, and then we'll do one more on this side to make sure that the position is proper, and when that's done we will screw it in. Now the good thing about using screws instead of nails is that if you make a mistake you can always unscrew it and put it back where it should be. So right now I think that's alright. Okay, make sure that the wood is straight. Okay, that looks better. Now let's just screw it in. So this is the front legs of the stand. Next we want to do the back legs. For the back legs we will want to have some bolts to lock it in place, so let's cut some bolts first. So in order to do the bolts, or rather the screws to hold it all together, I'm just using this, and I'm going to cut 7 inches. 7 inches would suffice. Sorry, not 7 inches, 7 centimeters. There's 1, 2, 3. So each stand will require 6 of these. So let's cut 6 first. Alright, so we've marked everything. So let's take the angle grinder and let's cut that. So with some nuts and bolts and some washers, we are just going to fasten the back leg to the front leg, just like that. Okay, and use the washers and the nuts to put it in place. And then we'll do the other one right here. We will get the bolt. Okay, put it there. Alright, just like that. Now you have the back leg and the front leg together. After this, we will put in the back bar to make sure that our stand is not too flimsy. Alright, so put it where we marked earlier, which is just one piece down, and we are gonna screw it in on the back leg, which is on the inside. Now we have our front and back crossbar. Alright, so now that we have everything in place, I'm just using a clamp to hold everything there, and I am making sure that the angle is right, as well as the position and the positioning is exactly at 71 centimeters. The reason why we're using 71 centimeters is because that we are using 125 centimeters target, and that is the required spec. Therefore, we'll just have to follow. So, putting the washer, the nut, and the bolt together, and I'm gonna take out my drill, and we're just gonna drill a hole through on every cross section. So alright, let me just get the power. Okay, so let's do the first hole right there. Alright. that, we're gonna drive this in and lock it out. Alright, so the first bolt is in, then we'll do the second one right here. Okay, not a very pleasant sound, but it gets the job done. Bolt in, washer in, thread through, and the other side. So I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, and after that our basic stand is done, and we will be weatherproofing it as well as pest proofing it with something really cheap and easily obtainable. So I'll just do the other two sides, and after that we'll do the weatherproofing. Right, so if you were to do this without stopping, just doing it directly, you could possibly finish one in an hour, but since today I had some classes and some archers coming in, so I didn't have much time to really dedicate on building the stand. But as it is, this is how it looks like. Physically not too heavy, and the wood is relatively soft. So in case beginner archers who are not, I would say, not trained, or rather not able to shoot consistently as yet, if they accidentally hit the arrow, it's such a soft wood, it will not destroy their arrows, and if it damages, this design is modular, you can just replace the specific piece of wood that was damaged. So this could be one of the solution for a cheap target stand for your own archery range at home, or even if you're operating an archery range in a field somewhere, this could be one of the options for you. This is in accordance to tournament specification in terms of the height, the angle of the targets, and etc. But other than that, this is technically done. So after this, I'll just quickly paint this over with engine oil, used engine oil. So the used engine oil serves two purposes. It seals the wood, making it less susceptible to the elements, as well as it hinders any kind of pests like ants or termites from feasting on the wood, especially since we are here in the field, you are bound to get insects. So right after this, we'll do a few coats of the engine oil, leave it to dry till tomorrow, and then we'll see how it looks like. Alright, now we're at the final stages of it. I have here some used engine oil. You can get it from your car when you're changing your oil, or if you know a workshop, a car workshop that you usually go to, if you ask them nicely, usually they'll give it for free. So I'm just going to paint over the wood with the engine oil, making sure that I get the corners, and we just want to make sure that the entire piece of wood is coated, and we're going to just let it dry. So simple stuff, just use a normal paintbrush and just spread it over. And if we do this right, hopefully this stand can last and could withstand the elements. So I will just continue painting this. After we're done, I'll show you how it looks like. Right, so after coating it with engine oil, this is how the stand looks like. Once it dries completely, it should be able to withstand the elements and serve its purpose as an archery target stand. So I hope you've learned something new today in building your own archery target stand for cheap, fast, and well, it does serve the purpose of it being an archery target stand that you can actually use for competitive archery. So, till next time, my name is Anwar Matsa'ad of Eureka Archery. Like, subscribe and share. Be an archer today.